Yo, what's up everyone? I'm gonna go through like 30 minutes, just a light, general, full body warm up, a little bit of strength, nothing crazy. I'm not gonna lift today. I lifted all 4 days this week, so just gonna kind of move around today, shoot some hoops, do some mobility a couple times throughout the day, and of course do this. Okay, so we'll foam roll, stretch, breathe, do some light core work, some light full body work, so just follow along. I'll try and give you a few cues on some things, but overall I'm not going to talk too much. I think you guys know most of the exercises. If you don't know something, just do anything else. Remember, we're just trying to move during this whole thing. I know it sucks not having the gym, but the biggest thing you got to do is just keep moving, whatever. Just have fun with it. If anything, take it as an advantage. A break from lifting weights sometimes can be good. Give the joints a little break. Give you a chance to give you different movement qualities and variabilities. Play, have fun, do some sports with the kids, whatever. But either way, today we're just gonna move around. All right, so follow along. First thing is just gonna be like 3 to 4 minutes of just some general rolling. I have a foam roller. I got like a little ball I'm gonna use. I got another little ball I'm gonna use. And then today throughout the workout, no sweat if you don't have anything. But I got like a band I'm gonna use for some pull aparts, a mini band for some glute work, a couple sliders to do like some lunges and some body saws and whatnot. But you don't necessarily need it. If you got a couple light weights, you might throw in some shoulder stuff with some light weights. And don't forget your coffee. Super important. And your dance music in the background. So 3 to 4 minutes, 5 minutes, just roll. You guys know how to roll, so I don't need to talk too much through it, I don't think. I'm gonna get my feet with this little spiky ball. Then I'm gonna get my glutes with the other ball, and then I'm gonna get like my upper back and my lats with the foam roller, and then do some breathing. So 3 to 4 minutes. Hopefully this thing is working. Once again, this is only my second time. I think I got it. If I disappear off the screen, it's probably to go back there to get more coffee. Okay, spot 2. If you don't have anything to roll with, I probably should have mentioned that. Like if you have a softball or a baseball, it works. If you have a golf ball, that stuff works. If you don't have anything, you should get stuff. Go on Amazon. I got this whole package with like a couple sets of balls. Like I got a little peanut set that you can use between your mid back and on your spine. It was like $20, maybe even less. So get yourself a set of stuff so you can do soft tissue work when you're at home. Because you should. Alright, last spot, about a minute. See me? have a foam roller. They're also pretty cheap on Amazon, like 20, 25 bucks, I think. Might take you 3 weeks to get it at this point, but eh. Rolling, done. You can always do more later in the day. Whatever. I'm gonna adjust this real quick. Okay. Okay, next up, breathing. I'm gonna go in child's pose today, but you can go on your back or whatever's comfortable. The goal, inhale through your nose, try and breathe, expand out, okay, 360 degrees. Try to not breathe up here into the neck or the chest. Try and breathe in through your nose, and you can go out of your nose or out of your mouth, but breathe in through your nose. Try to go 3 to 4 seconds in. Try and hold that breath for like 3 to 4 seconds, and then try and exhale for like 6 to 8. Okay, so you're trying to exhale twice as long as you're inhaling through your nose. All right, so I'm just gonna go for like a minute and a half, maybe take about 5 to 10 slow deep breaths. All right, so I'm gonna go child's pose. Okay. Wrap up. Last breath if you want to. Get coffee. And then I'm going to do cat-cows. About 30, 45 seconds worth. Don't worry too much about how many reps you're going to. Go slow. Okay? Big range of motion, but take as much time as you can. I like to try and go one spot at a time, working my way from my tailbone up to my head, or my head down to my tailbone. Okay, like someone's kind of tracing their finger along the spine. It's gonna feel weird. It's not gonna be perfect, but try and do it instead of just kind of cranking up and down. Okay, like 30, 45 seconds. 10 bridges, and then I'm going to do 5 scap floor slides. Okay, so you can just kind of go at your own pace. All right, should take, I don't know, a minute. Next up, I'm going to go straight leg raises. Okay, 3 aside. Okay, so start with the legs flat on the ground. Try and keep them as straight as you can. Push into the ground. Next up, like 3 to 5 dead bugs on each side. All right, but go really slow. All right, keep that lower back down. Exhale as you go out. Next up, sit on up. I'm gonna get some ankle cars in. Okay, get the ankles moving. Okay, so hold your shin and then go really slow and just really, really, really slow. Get like 3 clockwise and counterclockwise each direction, and just take your time. Okay, you'll probably get some crunching and some popping in there, and that's totally fine. Okay, that's good. But slow. Okay, remember the cars. Anytime you hear cars, that's like our joint health exercise. Okay, our go-to joint health and mobility exercise. Okay, they always have to be slow. The biggest range of motion that your body, okay, can get. All right, safest, greatest motion your body can get. All right. So as you can see, it takes me like 4 to 5 seconds to get through each circle. Okay, that way I do it with some tension, and I actually get the greatest range of motion possible. If you go fast, you're not going to get the best range of motion you can. After the cars, I'm going to do like some shin box. Okay, some of this stuff you guys might not know. You can try and follow along. It's kind of hard to coach this stuff up, but you can either just do shin box slowly for the next couple minutes. Any of the other little variations I've shown you, and I'll kind of try and cue you through this stuff. But basically just set up like you're going to do a shin box. Turn towards the lead leg. Keep your back flat, and you're just going to kind of work over that leg. And you should feel a stretch of the glute of this leg that's down, okay? So open the leg that you can see the inside of, kind of turn towards it, hinge forward, Don't let yourself round. And just kind of pull in and push out. Maybe do like 6 to 8 reps. Okay, just back and forth. Pull and push. Next up, stay facing the leg. Okay, your arms can kind of be on the ground. You're going to keep this back foot on the ground and just hinge the leg open, kind of like you're doing a clamshell, without letting anything else move around, just to open up your hips and get a stretch. So if you can see, I don't know if you can see my leg. Okay, but my chest is staying facing forward. Do like, I don't know, 6 to 10, something like that, 20, 30 seconds aside. This one's kind of tough. If you've never done it before, you might not be able to get much range, or it might just feel kind of gnarly, so no pinching in your hips. Stretch is good, no pinching. After that, keep your knee down, and now you're going to pull your foot off the ground as high as you can actively. It's probably not going to be very high. Okay, but try and think about moving from your thigh, okay? And just keep the knee down and rotate, all right? You should feel your hip flexor work. If you get a little cramp, that's fine. Same thing, 6, 10, something like that, 20, 30 seconds. As you wrap up, okay, you're gonna go to the other side, but first we're gonna go to like what's called bear sit position, which is basically like the middle of your shin box. As you're going back and forth, we're gonna open up the hips a little bit and then go to the other side and kind of do all those little other funky exercises. Okay, so the leg that you can see the inside of, the lead leg, or the back leg, okay, keep it on the ground. All right, you're gonna open up as far as you can until this leg has to come up off the ground. So that front leg's trying to open up, back leg trying to stay down. Once it can't stay down, transition slowly into the middle, okay, where you're just sitting tall. Your knees are spread apart as much as possible, okay? Grab your shins and just sit tall, all right? Very lightly try and let your legs kind of relax towards the ground. You should feel a stretch of your like groin, okay? But sit tall. Just gotta breathe, hang out. And now try and drive your knees towards the floor a little bit, and try and open up your hips a little bit more. Try and think about using your glutes to kind of pry your hips open. Okay, you don't need to force it too much, but just a little bit. All right, and slowly head to the other side of that shin box setup. Okay, you can move around if you need. I'm just gonna move so you can see me a little bit better, I think. Okay, you're gonna face the leg that you can see the inside of your thigh. Okay, I always call this one, I guess, like the trail leg when I'm doing shin box. Okay, I consider this the trail leg. Turn towards that leg and just hinge in and out. All right, don't let your back round. You should feel a stretch of the glute of this leg that you're kind of hinging over back and forth. If you're really advanced, you can take your arms up and go back and forth, okay? Or you can just very lightly use your hands and try and do it like a little bit more actively. Or it's early, whatever. Support yourself, feel a stretch, 6 to 10 of them. And now support yourself. Now we're gonna do like those hinges. So keep your chest facing forward, don't let your chest rotate. Keep the back foot on the ground. And just kind of hinge it open. I'm not sure if you can see the leg, but it's kind of like a clamshell with the trail, or with the lead leg. You're kind of clamshelling it open. Like you're gonna go to the other side of a shin box. Okay, but you're not. You're keeping the trail leg down. Remember, no pinching, no pain. Make sure to breathe. 6 to 10 reps or so, 20 to 30 seconds. After that, we're going to do the one where you keep the knee down, you rotate the thigh, you lift the foot off the ground. You should feel your hip flexor working a little bit. Support yourself as much as you need to still. You might feel a difference side to side on how much you can lift the foot, and that's okay. Okay, then we got to go back in that shin box for that bear sit position. Even though we're not going to go all the way back over, we got to, kind of do the same thing. So keep this trail leg down, lead leg, open it up as far as you can till that trail leg's got to follow. Transition to the middle, grab those shins and just kind of sit tall. Pushing your knees as far apart as they can go, all right? Without straining too hard. Should be able to get a little more range actually, after we've opened the hips on both sides. After this, we're gonna do some bird dogs. Okay, 5 aside, go slow, you can alternate or not, but it should take about 30 to 45 seconds, okay? Next up, we're going to go adductor rock back with the T-spine rotation. I know it's a weird name, but basically it's the one where you have the leg out to the side to feel the groin stretch, and then you do the T-spine rotations. So if you put your leg out, sit back till you feel a groin stretch. On the straight leg side, put your hand behind your head. Exhale and rotate. Get 5 aside. Make sure your back stays flat. As you sit back, it's going to want to curl under. Don't let it curl, okay? After you get those in, you're gonna go down dog Spider-Man for a minute. All right, I'm just checking on this, see if this is working at all. Hi, Derek. Hi, Coach. How is this working? Can you see me on the ground? If not, oh well. Hi, Sky. What's up? Okay, down dog Spider-Man. You've probably already been going. That's cool. I'm just gonna get a couple reps in. Take as much time as you need as you go through it. It's not a race. Okay, start to wrap up if you already have not wrapped up. Stand up, We're gonna do some good old band work. All right, so if you have a red band, you're gonna grab a red band. If you don't have a red band, it's all good. You're just gonna do like 10 palms up, backwards, shoulder circles, 10 forward, then do it with your palms down, 10 forward, 10 backwards. Okay, do a couple rounds of that. Do some medium-sized circles as well for the next like minute, and just get the shoulders burning. If you have a band, grab it on the outside, okay, and do over and backs. Just nice and slow, get like 6 to 10 of them, 20 to 30 seconds worth. Just right there. Don't forget to drink your coffee, guys. If this one doesn't feel good on your shoulders, skip it, okay? This one might not be great, but grip as wide as you can. It's not meant to be super hard. Okay, once you get about 6 to 10 of them, shake it out, and then go 15 band pull-aparts. Depending on the tension of the band, you can double up, you can single up on the band if you want. It's early, so I'm just gonna single up, just 15 of them. I'm just gonna raise this now that I'm standing a little bit. Okay, cool, hello. Once again, hopefully this is working. Hopefully you can hear me. If you don't have a band, you're doing shoulder circles. If you do have a band, give me some no monies next. So palms up, elbows by your side, and then just squeeze shoulders, pull the band apart. Okay, just right there. Ribs down. Don't force how far you're pulling the band apart. Everyone's gonna be a little bit different. Just keep your ribs down. Think about pinching your shoulder blades together. 10 to 15 of them. If you don't have a band, you can still do this. It's still good just to get your shoulders moving, more of a mobility drill. But having that external rotation is super good. So either way, you can just go back and forth. Okay, once again, this does not have to be perfect if you don't have any equipment. Remember, we're just trying to move, whatever. It's all good. Lifting weights, walking, doing mobility stuff. We just got to keep the habit going, stay active during this crazy time. All right. Next up, squat to stand. All right. Sorry, before we grab the other bands, you're going to go squat to stand. All right. So 5 good reps. Hang out at the bottom of the squat. Try and relax and take a breath or two and get in the best position you can. Okay, so I'll give you about 45 seconds, or I'm gonna go for about 45 seconds, maybe a minute, 5 good reps, all right? So toe touch first. Use your toes, pull yourself down. Hang out for a little bit, take a breath. Push your knees out, try and keep your heels down. Go arms up, stand up. Okay, repeat, 4 more. I think that was 4 for me. I'm gonna get one more, wrap up. 10, 15 seconds. Boom. Next up, I'm gonna go lunge slides, lateral lunge slides. Okay, so set up for your lateral lunge. You're just gonna go side to side, stay as low as you can. Okay, imagine your butt is kind of dragging along the bench. Get 5 each side. Open the hips up. You can turn into more of like a Cossack squat and like roll your toes up and get on your heel. Or you could just go side to side. Or both. Whatever. Next up, knee hug and single leg RDL. Okay, so this one's tough on the balance. If this isn't your jam, you can just do nice, easy little single leg reaches here. That's totally fine. Do like 10 aside. Or if you want to go through like a little bigger movement, try the knee hug single leg RDL. All right, so nice tall knee hug, and then both arms out, reach into that single leg RDL. And then try and go right into the next rep if you can. And just get 5, 6, something like that aside. Okay, wrap that up. Okay, if you have a mini band, a green little mini band, okay, I'm gonna rock those. If you don't have one, you can still do all the same stuff. All right, I'm gonna put the band in my knees. I'm gonna do 10 bridges, and then I'm gonna get on my side, and I'm gonna do 10 abduction or 10 clamshells, and then I'm gonna stand up. I'm gonna do 10 squats. Then I'm gonna slide the band down around my ankles, and I'm gonna do 10 aside lateral band walks. Okay, most of you should know this stuff, and you can do the same thing out the band, except for the walks side to side. Instead, you can just stand tall and just do hip abductions. Okay, hitting the same thing, hip muscles, all right, or that kneeling side plank leg raise that we've been doing a little bit in class. If you know that, you could do that instead of the band walks. Once again, you're hitting something in that lateral side. That's all we're trying to do. All right, so bridges, clamshells, squats, band walks or abductions, whatever. Get 10 of all of them. Should take like 2 minutes. All right, let's get it. On squats, knees out against the band on squats. Coffee break. Or if you don't have a band, just stand up, do some hip abductions, lay down on your side, do that kneeling side plank leg raise, just straight up leg abductions on your side instead of clamshells. Just get something to get kind of outside. All right, now the hips are burning. All right, grab your red band again. If you don't have a red band, totally fine. Okay, you can just practice your hip hinge without the band. It's still really good to maintain that quality. Okay, since we're not deadlifting weights, we still have to know how to hinge the hips and keep that up, especially for our back health. All right. So 10 RDLs with the band around your feet. If not, just pretend like you're holding the band. After those, you're gonna do 10 bent over rows with the band. If you don't have a band, you can just do straight arm reverse flies. Just going here. Boom. Still really good for the shoulders. All right, I might throw some of those in anyway. All right, but if you do have a band, hinge into it and then just row. Okay, after that, band down. If you have little weights, grab little weights, 1 pound, 5 pounds. I'd say 8 pounds might be getting a little bit heavy, unless you're Coach Derek. Okay, but we're just gonna do some shoulder work and then get into a little more like 45-degree angle. Okay, lateral raises, palms down, straight out to the side. Okay. After those, 10 reverse flies. And this is where you can do them again without weights or band if you don't have a band or whatever. Bend over, boom. If you can do them with a weight, do them with a weight. All right, so do 10 of all of those. And you don't need a weight. You can grab a can of, like a couple cans of food if you want to for this stuff. Lightweight is effective if you go slow and feel what's going on. Not Y raises, sorry. Yeah, I guess Y raises. Scab shin, but that always confuses people, so we won't worry about that. Okay, lateral raises after the little Y front raises. Okay, weights down if you have them. Okay, if you have a kettlebell, grab a light kettlebell if you have one. No worries if not. So what I'm gonna do is just 2 rounds, 10 repetitions of everything. Once again, this is just like a lighter workout, not meant to go crazy, almost more of like an extended warm-up. I'm gonna do 10 squats, okay, with a 26-pound kettlebell. I'm gonna do 10 push-ups. And I'm gonna do 10 body saws with a slider. If you don't have like sliders, towels on a hardwood, furniture movers, which are basically the bow slides, but bow slides are just glorified, whatever. You can go paper plates, as Brittany recommended, on carpet as well, or socks on hardwood too, totally works. Or just hold a plank for like 20-30 seconds. If you don't have a weight, for squats, go body weight. Push-ups, make them easy. If they're not easy enough for you, you can do like band pull aparts. If your shoulder's bugging you, instead of push-ups, do band pull aparts. Get 10 of those. All right, so 2 rounds, 10 of those. Should take 5 minutes, maybe, not even that. So go for it, and yeah, we'll hit it. So 10 squats first. Um, 10 push-ups after that, or pull aparts. You can use a couch or a table if you need to.
after that, 10 body saws, or like a 20 to 30 second plank. So that was one round for me. Okay, remember push-ups. Push-ups, goblet squats, body saws, or plank. Or you can do band pull parts instead of push-ups. Get one more round in. I'm gonna get some coffee. Then round two. Ten push-ups. Ten body saws. Alright, take a little break if you need to. Or I'm going to, so if you want to keep going, if you want to get another round in, that's fine. Like I said, I'm just doing two. Keep it light, get the body moving, heart rate up a little bit. I'm gonna go for a walk, play basketball today, all that kind of good stuff. Get out and about. Hopefully by myself at the basketball courts. Hopefully everyone's doing good, not going crazy. Hanging in there. We miss you guys at the gym. Big time. A couple days off, you know, are nice of course, but when you miss the routine, you miss the fam, and that's you guys. So keep working hard, eating good, and don't beat the crap out of your kids, or do it, whatever, you know. Lateral lunges with a slider, or you can go reverse lunges. If you don't have a slider, just go lateral lunges without, or reverse lunges without. Okay, get 10 aside. I'm just gonna go one round of this, all right? With that, I'm going to do 10 more band pull parts. So second group, sorry, I should have explained. Second group, lateral lunges on the sliders, or you can go reverse lunges. Then we're going to go band pull parts, and then we're going to go elbow taps. All right, just 5 aside on the elbow taps, going slow. 10 band pull parts. I'm just going to get 1 set in. You can get 2 sets in if you want to. If you don't have bands, you can do those bent over reverse flies. You can do some more push-ups if you want to. If you have the light weights, you can do some more shoulder raises, bent over reverse flies. Just remember, do something. Doesn't have to be perfect. Shoulder circles for a minute. It's still good. You're hitting the shoulders. Okay? And then elbow taps, 5-side. Okay, if you want to get a second set in, feel free to get a second set in. Once again, it was lunges, one of the lunge variations for 10, band pull aparts or a shoulder thing for 10, and then elbow taps or bird dogs if you're not good on your wrists. I'm going to cool down just a few cars. If you know the cars, join in, give them a try. If you don't know them, you can try and follow along. They're a little weird, but hey, if you give it a go, you're still moving. All right, so neck cars. Okay, basically your chin is going down to your sternum, around your collarbone, in a big circle up and around to the other one, and then down. No pinching, no pain, go slow. Okay, so maybe I'll go on knees so you can kind of see it better. So down to the sternum, over to the collarbone, full extension back, over to the other collarbone, and then reverse, slow, with kind of some tension. Brace your core, squeeze your fists a little bit. You only want your neck to move with no pain. Shoulders shouldn't lift and shrug around. So down to the chin or sternum, slide the collarbone, full extension, other collarbone, down the sternum, one more each side. Okay, sternum, collarbone, full extension, other collarbone, one more, reverse it. Okay, the wrists are really weird, kind of humbling too. Okay, so you can go 2 at a time if you've done these before, okay, or you can hold a forearm. So you're gonna hold your forearm and try and move your wrists in a big circle without letting your forearm rotate. So you're trying to separate your forearm moving from your wrist. So like the crease of where your wrist is, you're trying to separate those two. Okay, so it's probably gonna be really small. It took me a while to practice to get this one where I can actually not get my forearm to move. Okay, so hold your wrist, keep your hand open, and just try and do nice big circles with your wrist without letting the forearm go. It's probably not gonna honestly look like mine if you can see it even. Because I've been practicing this for a while, so I've gotten pretty good at separating it and getting it pretty big. If you have like a desk job and you type a lot, you should do this all the time, like every day, all the time. All right, gotta keep those wrists healthy, stay away from the arthritis. A lot of things that we do in our life, like typing all day, wrecks the wrist, and then shoes wreck our feet, so we gotta be able to move both. So move that wrist around, kind of like the ankle. Big circles, don't let your forearm go, get a few each direction, switch to the other side. Remember, you can hold your forearm, and then go nice and slow around. Try and keep your hand open. Your hand is gonna wanna do weird things like bend, flex, whatever, but try and keep it open the whole time. Like I said, it's gonna be really small at first. Your wrist or your forearm is gonna rotate around everywhere. You're trying to separate the movement from wrist to forearm. So if you type, if you already have signs of like arthritis in your wrist, if push-ups hurt your wrist, bear crawls, anything on your hands hurt your wrist, you should start doing these aggressively every day. Okay, hip cars, I think we know these, we do them a lot. Okay, hands and knees, the big circle. Imagine you had a ball on your back, don't let it fall off, get 3 each direction. Push into the ground the whole time, actively with your arms. arms strong. Don't let your weight shift onto that support leg. If you watch that support leg, it should stay up and down, perpendicular to that ground. It should not kind of lean and turn. Okay, it should not have an angle to it. Straight up and down with that thigh. Cool. Next up, shoulder blade carves. All right, so we did these the other day. So basically, it's like doing shoulder, like a big glorified shoulder roll. Like your shoulders are drawing a big box, but your hands stay by your sides. Your hands can't go to the front and the back of your thighs. Okay, just go up, forward, down, back. Keep your elbows straight. Keep your chin in place and just kind of draw, or that box. I think I might have said circle earlier. Box with your shoulder blades. Up, forward, down, back, and then forward, up, back, down. Cool, get a few of those in. That one feels really good. Last up, we'll hit the toes. So the toes, I don't know if you can see my feet, but what we're gonna do is alternate between your 4 outside toes staying on the ground and your big toe lifting, and then your big toe staying down and your outside 4 toes lifting up. So the outside 4 work as one, the big toe works as one. We're trying to separate them. All right, so start with all of them on the ground. Okay, keep your big toe down, lift your outside 4. Push into the ground with your big toe, okay? Keep the outside ones lifting and spreading the whole time. Okay, and then switch it up, hold for like 5 seconds each one. So push with your outside 4, and then lift your big toes as high as you can off the ground. Try and keep your feet flat on the ground. They're gonna wanna like rotate open. And then switch, get a couple of those in. Push with your big toe, lift your outside 4. Push down with your outside 4, lift your big toe. Alternate back and forth. Get a few in, then do the same thing from the top. So all of them start up. And then keep your outside 4 up, big toe down. Push your big toe down for a few seconds. And then switch, outside 4 down, big toe lifting. Get a few of those in. Gotta move the toes. More important than you think. If you had a hard time doing this with the toes, you really need to practice. If you have knee, hip, back pain, this might be part of it. Okay, hope you guys had a good start to the day. Good little workout. Remember, just stay active. If you don't have weights, it's all good. Do something outside. Body weight stuff is crazy challenging. Single leg squats, hollow holds, planks, push-ups, sit-ups, chin-ups if you can set up a chin-up, lunges, anything like that is incredibly hard. Crawling, running, sprinting, throwing, any of that stuff. Get out there and do it. We'll keep posting stuff. Have a good day. Miss you guys. Do your cars.